Hi guys, so today I have a few things to share with you, including the Crafter's Companion subscription box. I don't know if this is the last one. I know it goes up to 18, but I don't remember exactly what number we're on. But real quick, Diamond Press, I remember I had mentioned to you guys that I had picked up one of their kits from their website. So it's mydiamondpress.com, and they do have a little shop there, even though they only have very few things in it. But this is one thing that they brought, I thought, exclusively to their website. And it's a little shaker card kit to make tags. So let me show you this real quick. You know I love their shaker cards. They're so cute, even though it busted my machine that one time because I used the wrong die, but then other people said all the die, well, even when they tried to run their foam through it, busted their machine. So this one has all these little different tags and cute little embellishments to go with it. It has like a diamond, kind of harlequin looking pattern, but that's to cut out your little confetti and the little stars, which are adorable. And really I like collecting those. And then this one's a tag, and then it has different shadows and things and frames, so you can make your little shaker tags to look something like that with all the different little extras. So adorable. I think they sell for 25 bucks, and it does have a stamp set that is really cute. I mean, everything on here is super cute. So I did get that in the mail the other day. I just want to share that with you. And I purchased that myself. Well, everything you see here I purchased myself. Almost pretty much everything. I don't really have sponsors yet again. Okay, sorry about that. And if you guys can believe I'm still feeling under the weather. So these are a few things that, even though I ordered separately, HSN put all together, which is kind of weird, but that's fine. I like on different days. Oh, awesome. I didn't know. That was fast. I literally just asked for this like on Thursday, and I got this delivered Friday? Anyway, it's a double-sided cupcake die, the new one from Crafter's Companion. I was curious what it looked like. It does have two different dies. One will cut the base, I guess, of your cupcake, and then two different layers. Which, you know, if you have those the same color, that's one thing, but there might not be. So, again, you still have to run it through another time. I don't know about that. See, the pink and the base. But anyway, and the other one has like strawberry and other cute little things. So I will definitely check this one out because it looks like it's not simple as pass it through one time and cut your two layers. Unless you really put your paper, I guess, so you line your paper up right. And this is something Anna Griffin, I'm sure, because I can see the way the paper, the Valentine's Easel card. That's right. I did order a couple things. They had like a coupon or free shipping or I don't remember, just recently, and I like to get things that way. So this is the Valentine Easel card that she was bringing out for November 5th for the craft day, and it's already out there, and a lot of things are already out there. I'll pick things up as long as the price is already reduced some. If it's full price and still full shipping, I won't buy it. But if they reduce the price a little bit, because they do that anyway, she's not really going to keep it much lower than that or get it lower even if she does. So usually if it's already reduced, that's the price it's going to be reduced to. Sometimes, you know, on the day of the show, they'll like take 10 bucks off of something that was larger, or like 5 bucks off or 2 bucks off. But if it's already reduced, that's generally the price they keep. So it has really cute things in there. Let me see if it has an idea sheet. Which is literally just an idea sheet, because this is not, I mean, this one has a little bit of information because it is an easel card, but usually it just tells you how to make your sandwich on the Empress. And Empress Mini, you know, keep an eye out, maybe even on the 4th later in the afternoon, because a lot of times they'll put out their Today Special early. Really pretty. I love her Valentine stuff. I have a bunch of hearts and Valentine dies from many years of her coming on different things there. Okay, so what we're here for today is the subscription box number 18. So yeah, this is it. So from this, basically we're switching out to the subscription box that began with the card making compendium. If you haven't seen that video, I'll attach it to the end here. I just did an unboxing of the box, and I did a whole kind of tutorial using it. But this one is kind of interesting. I already saw what they did with it because they posted it on their site for whatever reason, on Crafter's Companion, even though you couldn't get into or buy it. They did have a little preview, which they should have done a long time ago, to be honest, because that way people know what's in it, like that button box, that infamous button box that everybody did not like. Or people just saw the word buttons in the description and skipped it. So you could see what's in them, you know. So this one is a character stamp and die kit. I'm not sure why they call it that, because now they have stamps, or like even right now on HSN, that are peekaboo stamps or something like that, which basically means the front and the back of the little character. So it's really more that than their character stamps and dies, because they do have character sets, and that's like the ones where you piece together. But anyway, metal dies, 4 of them, clear acrylic stamps, card blanks, envelopes, pearls, always, printed paper sheets, colored card, and ribbon. So people said they just feel like this is becoming repetitive. Obviously, this is the last one, but they always have ribbon and pearls and Like, you know, maybe once in a while could they do like water drops or like rhinestones instead of maybe pearls or something else, right? They don't. It's always ribbons and pearls. So right on top, ribbons and pearls. So I guess this is a good place to stop because it's just a lot. Obviously different colorways, and those are really cute. I like the raspberry kind of feel of them. A lot of the pearls are kind of messed up. I don't know what happened here. Usually they're perfect. So you have one die. Oh, on their website it said 14 dies. I'm like, that's 4. They probably messed up and put 1 in front of the 4. So we have the little character. We have like a little aperture kind of thing. With love, thank you, which are like edgeables, which is cool. So this kind of has to do with edgeables too, this area here. And then the little guy. So the little guy cuts out all these different characters. I think there are 4 characters. So there's front and backs to each of them. So that's why there's 8 images. I don't know if you can see there. It also has like little things they can hold, or like this one has an acorn. Or I guess not going to hold the heart because, well, I guess you could because it looks like this heart can be colored in there, but you're going to have to mask it. There's a little envelope, a little card he can hold there. Again, I'm not sure what that's about. The rose and then the little acorn. So there is no acorn stamp. That's weird. So even though this one's holding a little acorn, there's not an acorn stamp, but there's a rose, a heart, and an envelope stamp for the other dude. And then a lot of cute little, you know, sentiments. So really cute. Their faces are kind of cute. I like that. This one looks like really proud. And then the little cat and the dog. So cat, dog, pig, I think, and squirrel. And then we have our card blanks, different size cards, envelopes. I tell you I love their cards. They're super thick and they're great. Envelopes. Let's close this up. I did kind of get to see the paper a little bit on their website, and I think it's adorable. They should sell this paper by itself. The colored card coordinates with that paper. It's kind of like pinks and mint greens and purple and like a light yellow, a deeper yellow, and like some kind of color that's a little bit deeper than pink. Maybe, I don't know if it's peachy there. But let's look at the papers. So I'll open this up. This is a cute paper set, so maybe they'll start selling it. But look at the little, it's very, very fall, even though it has a lot of spring kind of colors in it. It's really cute. There's a little starry one. Okay, I didn't say all the papers. I said this one is one of my favorite. I don't know what's going on here. It's just like a weird kind of design. And this one has like little lines. I don't know if you can see it. Like kind of like a chevron pattern, but a little looser. Very tribal looking. And then we have this one here. And this little rainbow paper with a cute little like it totally matches this other paper. Super cute. This one has like little drops. Just another kind of geometric design. And then this one's very tribal and cute with that mint color. So really cute. So let me get some tools and supplies and stuff, and then we will try this out. Okay guys, so I went through the box and I picked out our base colors and all that. So this is the 5x7 card base. And what I did was I cut some of the pink paper to be only like 1/8 of an inch smaller all around. And I mean that I cut it at, so you can see there's like a 1/16 of an inch all around. So basically this piece is cut at 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. And then I got just one of these pieces of color, only because this is not my favorite paper like I showed you when I was going through. I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cute. I mean, it has like little stars and hearts. So it kind of goes back to the little stars and the other paper, are the hearts and stuff that they have in the stamps. And this one I did cut 1/4 inch smaller than the rest of them. So it's 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. So I went 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch all around, smaller on the edges. And then I have some other pieces that we'll do like a little band. So we'll talk about the size of that when we get there. I might do another layer up look like that. We are going to be using whichever stamp you like, and I think I'm going to do the little kitty cat because she's cute with her little heart, but I'll probably cut out some of the little envelopes because those are cute too. They have a front and a back, so I'm going to show you how to use that in just a minute. So let's get to that in a little bit. And then I'm using just some stamping paper from Crafter's Companion that didn't come in the kit, so I'm kind of surprised by that because basically, I mean, you have to decorate these little guys up. Where else are you going to stamp them? So you have to have paper to stamp on, white paper, but I'll just put it to the side. And when I get there, I'm going to be using the alcohol proof dye ink, the Finesse dye ink. And so what I was planning is to cut an aperture so that you get full use of that little back and front imagery, because otherwise if you're just going to put a little guy on here, you don't need the back, so what's the point? So we want to use these stamps in a way that's more fun, right? So I'm just kind of stacking everything up the way I'm going to have it. So it's pretty lined up right now. As you can see, it's kind of even. I haven't glued anything down. I'm not going to glue anything down quite yet. But let me put that down for now. We're going to open this up and get the dies. I guess with love, it doesn't matter. Like for this card, I'm not using it for anything. It's more a demo, but and we want the aperture. So right now I'm only going to work with the aperture part of it. It is a pretty wide aperture, so if you're going to put this at the top of your card, like if you're using your card this way, it goes right to the edge almost. So I'm going to be using it this way. And basically I want to cut this through the three. Hopefully it'll go through all three layers of paper here, because that bottom card is really thick. And then I'm going to disassemble it and only cut out the words "with love" from the pink paper. And you'll see what I'm talking about at that point. But let's see here. I mean, I'm just eyeballing this. That looks pretty good. Oh, I just totally moved it. Let's see, right there. I'm going to tape it down and kind of also hold some of the pages of paper down. And I'm probably also going to tape the paper down. Hold on, we kind of got off-centered here. I need the white edge to be all around more evenly. That, like there. So I'm trying to tape it so that it holds on the three different levels. And we're going to open our card up now. And you can do this different ways. If you have an Empress or a larger Gemini, you can run the whole thing through this way, right? Because your plate can accommodate it. I'm going to use Gemini Junior, and it cannot accommodate that. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully it will not eat up my card here, is I'm going to take my cutting plate and put it in between the card. Okay, so I'm wrapping this around here. So the edge of the card might get a little messed up, but I doubt it. It should clear that pretty well. And then we have our regular sandwich. So I'm going to put magnetic matte, plastic shim, and then the other cutting plate on top. And the paper is right here. I am going to hold it steadily, but you can probably wrap it the other way. I just didn't want to, well, I'm going to run it through. I just didn't want to have other issues with that, but it's taking it through right easily. I didn't want to mess with the card too much, so I wanted to keep it folded the way it is. I didn't put any extra shims because that's already 3 layers of paper, plus that card layer is really thick. So let's see. Oh, it cut through. Okay. It cut through all 3 layers. I should show you guys the inside of this card. I forgot I had used this for stamping, so there's ink on there. But let's take this apart. That really stuck down. Ugh. This piece of paper is going to come off anyway, so I don't care how ugly it looks on this side, but I want to be careful with that top side. This is really low-tack tape, and it's really sticky. I'm doing this really careful because I don't want to rip that. Okay. Oh my goodness, this tape. Can you imagine if that was full tack tape? Hold on. And you might hear people in the background. I have a full house right now, but I was like, I want to get this subscription box done today because it came in on Friday, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. So we have this level. Our top one. This middle pink one, I'm going to send it through again. I'll take this off in just a second. So that the words thank you will be in pink. Or, sorry, with love. And then this, all right? So our base card. And I was just laughing because I got ink all over it from when I used my plate as a stamping thing. So be careful with that if you're using your plates in funny ways. Now I clean them up. I don't know why it got so dirty though. Okay, so now I'm gonna run this plate through with the words, just with that pink layer, that middle layer, with the words, with love. And I'm gonna put this thing back because it's, where was this, right here? Such a small piece, it's thin, I don't wanna lose that. And our words with love, again with the cutting edge down. And really pay attention where we're putting that. So it's nice and centered. Low tack tape again. We are gonna have to do a little trimming with that, and I'm gonna use the low tack tape up here because that whole piece cuts out anyway. That way I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so plastic shim, magnetic mat, and I'm turning it this time so your plates don't have to get super warped that they're always going through the same way. That should cut just like that. If it doesn't, you want to use your metal shim. I feel like maybe my machine has a lot of pressure because whenever I use a metal shim, it's almost overkill. Okay, yeah, it cut out perfectly well, so that's good. I'm going to remove this. Actually, I was going to wait because you have these two little areas where it's still kind of stuck down. Right there and right there. I'll show you in just a second. Where the card is still stuck to the base here. So what you're supposed to do there is just trim it. Just take your scissors and cut straight towards your words. And now that's loosened off. And again, right here. So we have our little words with love, super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the side because that's part of what we need. I'm gonna put these right here. Let's just finish up the base card before we move on to the stamping. Okay. So, let's bring back the card base itself plus that little top part. And what we're gonna do is cut this off. So I'm gonna do it with a ruler and an X-Acto knife. And you want to be really straight. Now, of course, you have guides. We always have our cutting surfaces. We have guides on all this, and maybe I should put it straight. That way I know I'm doing a nice straight job here. Okay. And I guess I should have the knife ready. Here we go. Ah. And it's hard for me to see where that started. I see where it ended right here. Where did it start? Right there. See if that's good enough. Okay, perfect. Popped right out. So when we match these back up, you have your little aperture and the little with love right there. Cute, right? And then we need to make that same hole or the same cut here on our base card. I think I talked to somebody about why I don't like wrapping. Look at how wonky the card got. It looks really bad. Ugh. But again, Empress or something else if you don't have a Gemini Junior. Or if you have a bigger machine, should I say. Definitely use that instead. And again, let's do this nice and straight. Hopefully that's not that straight. It is in the back, it's not going to have to be. We just want to cut that away. Alright. Let's go ahead and stick this down, that way we're not dealing with a wet card later, so everything's kind of ready to go. Oh my gosh, it really got warped. Feels horrible. Okay. And I will use a glue runner actually, so I guess it's not going to be wet anyway. And if you want to pop up any of this, of course you can do that with your pop dimensional adhesives. I'm going to get really close here. Really hold that down. And of course a wet glue would help you do this and still have some time to maneuver it if you stick it down wrong. Like I can see that's already high on that side. This is a little bit harder because I made it so exact with that little bit of room around the card. Alright. And now this guy. Somebody asked me what best glue runner this was because you can see it. It's blue, like tinted. And I kind of didn't realize that it's true. It's a dot glue runner by AdTech. It's usually the kind of thing you can find like at Tuesday mornings. Oh my goodness, come on. Yeah, I probably should have used the wet glue. I just got really warped, that base card, so it's making everything kind of be a little bit wonky. I'll have to work on that. So there's that. Super cute. And then I'm going to put a band across here, but we'll do that in a minute. So let's put that base card back. So as far as this, since Crafts and Paint doesn't have any tips on it right now, or videos, I'm just going to stamp it, cut it out, and then stamp the back and just eyeball it with the clear acrylic block. So let's get this guy out. These kind of are super sticky. When you go to open them, be careful with them. And let me find my block. I don't want to use that one. See if this one's big enough. This one big enough? Oh, that one's like perfect. This is close to my heart. Probably 2x4, 2x3.5. Stamping block. And I have my black ink. Again, we'll try this out, and if it doesn't stamp correctly, I'm going to do it again. That's not horrible. The eyes have a lot of inking up that it needs, so let's do that again. That's about the same quality on both of them. So I'm going to do, I would like to color this in now because I have a big piece of paper I can control, but I'm not going to do that because I want to show you how to cut it out right now. So let's do that. What did I drop? Hope there was nothing important. And we're going to get our little die out. And put it blade down, of course. And stick that on there with some low-tack tape. And I'm cutting it out with the same sandwich plate, paper, die face down, plastic shim, magnetic mat, and the other cutting plate. Okay. So we have that. Cut out pretty well, and I didn't really quite line it up. But I showed you guys before, if you want a little trick, just run a piece of scrap paper through and then let it cut out just like this. And yeah, I have tape on there, right? So just run it through with your die scrap piece of paper. And now when I move this, I can see exactly where it's going to cut. So then I bring out my stamped image on the paper and I kind of line it up that way. I can see right through here. Make sure my paper is down, you know, on my surface. Let's say I'm going to cut on this. Let's say that was a full sheet, you know, just like we did right now. So now you can kind of see through there and line up your little aperture so you can see exactly where it's going to cut perfectly. And then lay the die back down into its little hole and then run it through again, and now your image will cut out perfectly, okay? If you want to take the extra step to do that. Put that down. So now what we're going to do is stamp the other side of this guy. Are we done with cutting? I hope. I'll put this away. Put this little guy back. And now we need the back of him, which I'm assuming is this one with the long tail. And I'll probably take a little moment to color him in. I'll probably use my tri-blend markers because it's easy to just pick them and you already have the three, you know, the light, medium, and dark shade. But I do have pretty much a whole set of Spectrum Noir markers that I can go through if I wanted to do that traditionally. But I don't. So I'm going to do the tri-blends. And I'll let you know what colors I use when I come back. But I'm gonna take that guy, ink it up. Now this one, if you want to do a test run and see how it's stamping, it's just a thin line, so I'm not really too concerned, but you can always stamp it on scrap paper and then come back in here. Now I'm gonna eyeball this. I'm just keep my hand really steady, and that looks about right. I don't know. And I'm just gonna push down. Yeah, that's pretty good. That probably is gonna be more lined up than the front side, to be honest. Let's see here. Yeah, look. I stamped him pretty perfectly in the front. You know, he's a little to the left. Okay, so I'm gonna get my colors on. I'm gonna color this all in, and I'll be right back. So as far as the little cat, I did use the tri-blends. You saw a little bit of that ice gray blend, dark red for the heart, a little yellow on the little tag, and earth brown blend. And I left a little white tummy. As I was coloring it, I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? When you do your coloring, you want to do it so much with the Spectrum Noir that it goes through to the back. And well, the red heart will go through to the back, won't it? So what's funny about this one is that it's okay because it's going to be here. But I would recommend maybe coloring it with different types of markers, or maybe some, what's that thing called? You know what? Her face looks a little bad. Oh gosh, what am I thinking? I'm going to have to do a whole other coat here. Like color pencil or something like that. And, you know, if you want to take more time with the little mouth area, maybe give her some pink cheeks. I'm not really good at all of that. So, it's what it is. But, if there is something that's going to be totally different on the back, it might soak through, right? If you're using your Spectrum Noir. So, just think about that. But really, she's only going to be poking out this little corner, so it's not going to be visible, but you do see the back of the little kitty cat. So, just think about that. And before I put her down, I'm going to put these strips. This is just another 1" by 7" strip of the color paper, and then of the lavender color that's in that that same kit. It's 1 1/4" by 7, and I'm gonna glue run this one too, I guess. And normally I would take a little more time. This is kind of thrown together there. Wet glues again will give you some more time to kind of mess with it. So did you guys get this? What do you think of it as far as your little kit coming in? I am going to leave it flat, I think, because I'm going to pop dot the cat. And then also maybe another sentiment. And then, like I said, I wanted to make some of the little, cut out some of those little envelopes that were in there. So this is going to go all the way to the edge of the card because I made it 7 inches long, but you can cut it off shorter if you wanted, you know, just the same as the pink background paper, however you like. Just another little something that I added layer there. And then I'm going to pop this little guy up over here. And then we'll see about the sentiment and all that. So let me get some pieces. I'm going to use big ones even though, just to get it done, but you probably want to go with something more exact. I think right there is a good place for that one. And then, let me see, she's going to be over on this side of her head, the very edge. The 3D glue gel would be great for that. You don't have to buy the whole kit of the 3D glue gel on crafterscompanion.com. Whenever I pick it up, I always get the kit because that's what they had in stock. But now they have just the glue gel by itself, and it's like $2 less. That doesn't come with the syringe and all that stuff, which I've never even used, so. Alright, I want to put it here. I want to use her in a way that you can see the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of having all this if you don't see the back of her little head there? So a little bit showing through. And we'll pretend that that card's not smudged back there. Look at that. Totally got warped because of the way I had to use it. That's why I don't like that trick of just wrapping the card around, but I did it this time. So we have With Love, and then I'm going to put some of the little cards. I'm going to cut them out on that same stamping paper and then color in the little heart red. Put a little gray accents. That makes it look more white when you do a little ice gray like this. I just here and there. I'll cut a few of them out and have them going this way. And then I did cut an extra little piece of paper that I might mat up here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this one for another sentiment. So it says, with love from all of us, or with love for the gift, just to say, I guess, with love. There's a lot of fun things on here. So I will finish it up real quick because those are just very simple things to add on here. And it's cute. It's very cute. And then, of course, if you want to put another background paper here, a couple layers or mats, that's up to you. Because, again, there's not a lot of place in here to write anything because you're going to be looking through it. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. I'll have some pictures for you, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.